Welcome everyone to Compliance Weekly, 4th of March 2025. Uh, Firstly, we'll start with the walkthrough of Milestone Board. Let me share my screen. Last one that was discussed was I think this redesign violations for controls. This one was the last discussed, I guess. Um, I don't think that one will have any context about it. Add spotless check for CI pipe, check-in pipeline. This was
Uh,
closed because not yeah.
that's just for the
You
Snowflake connector that I added like a linting and formatting tool, and yeah.
and add all projects data to Andrew.
Yep. Also similar to the Snowflake connector, we have the projects API now consuming the Snowflake connector.
Audit events query cause large time file write on database replicas.
Yep.
Andrew.
Yeah, that one's closed off. I have a couple of optimization MRs regarding our audit events APIs that are either closed or in review now.
Wait, I forgot to record the meeting. Let me start it again. Uh, oh, it's happening. Sorry, I'll cut this part out. Add external control to control GraphQL API by Dakota. So I might have some idea about this new. Now we will be supporting external controls too. So for that, we needed to add support for one more control type, external, as well as external URL and secret token for that in the existing controls GraphQL API. So that was added. The next one is on Sheldon. Link to top level group results in 404 if user does not have access to compliance intent top group, only subgroup. Anyone has any idea about it?
I have some context here. It is actually when I was adding the compliance center to the sub project, we introduced the link which links to the top level group, but under certain conditions, the top level group might be compliance center top level group might be unavailable for person if they do not have sufficient permissions. So it's all about hiding the link.
The next one is on Andrew. Audit events handle silent mode.
Yeah, that one's for like a new setting for silent mode to stop any like workers or external requests to happen. So for that one, it just stops audit events from streaming to like the destinations.
Next one is on me update control APIs to use new control stable. So I created new queries and mutations for controls, compliance controls for creation, updation, and deletion, as well as listing of controls for the compliance requirements as per the new control table. Design violations for controls to Camillo. Uh, any ideas? The next one is technical implementation planning.
This is actually just a planning for adding a big issue which was created long ago to how we would like to add projects dynamically when we are immediately creating or editing compliance framework. So it is switching, slowly moving to execution stage. That's why the planning one was closed.
So now we are done with this. Now let's go over to planning issue. Yeah. First one is custom compliance frameworks assigned to me. So I was working on this MR for bulk updating of controls while creation of a requirement. So that is under review, pending for database as well as final backend maintainer review. Other than that, I'm also working on this API for listing down the statuses for a requirement and a project. I talked to database maintainer and they had some suggestions around it, so I'll be working around it again. Next one is external custom controls for Zappa. These on view. As far as I know, most of the work in external custom controls is done. Adding key OOTB controls for most requested compliance frameworks. Andrew?
Yep, this is something I've been introduced to maybe like a week ago, and so I've been looking over it with Nate, but haven't started implementation yet. I think the engine work just got merged maybe a few days ago, so I'll be looking over that this week to get started.
Next one is toggle for custom compliance frameworks rollout. Sam. Sam is not here. Next one is to you, Ilya. Compliance center improvements.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so for compliance center improvements, we are slowly working towards initial version of complete project hierarchy, but considering that Natalia is no longer the part of the group, I believe there might be change in priorities coming relatively soon. So that might be postponed, etc. I have one-on-one with Nate today in the evening, so let's see how it will go.
Consolidation of tables for streaming audit events. Andrew?
Yep, that one. I just have the 6 batch background migrations open. I looked at the code review yesterday. I've implemented changes. It's not very dry, but I did for other changes. Other than that, the merge request for not streaming events twice was put in today. I think after that, we just have to work on the feature flag rollout and then cleaning up the whole data.
Compliance group engineering and product network. Sam. He's not here. Cells 1.0 compliance database table Hasina not here. And even net is not here. So yeah. There are no design and queue updates. Anything that needs to be discussed? I think no. So, okay, that's it for today. Everyone, we're back to the camera. Stopping the recording.